Hey, it's your boy DJ Wolf here. There was a story that came out late last week about this 911 operator. I don't recall the city or town where it happened at, but of course, this woman was a sister. Ghetto as fuck. Her job was to take calls and transfer them to either EMS or the police. Depends on the situation. That was her basic job. You know what part of it? Job anyway. And of course, you got to record them, and it's on record. They record everything, mind you. So she was caught saying on a number of calls that she never transferred the calls over, or she didn't do what she was supposed to do on the job. She didn't get the those people the help she needed. So she did with a number of calls. And the bad part about it was that she was heard saying on one call, that's how she got caught. I ain't got time for this. She hung up the phone with people. She never bothered to take the calls. As fast as she got the call, she hung up on them. I was like, ain't that a bitch? From a bitch? And guess what? Although she was charged, and she rightfully should so. But my thing of it is, doesn't she work for the, well, she probably don't, because I think my son was an operator one time. It wasn't for 911 though. This woman worked for 911. And you work under the guidance of the law enforcement as well as EMS. They say this woman only getting 10 days. That's from published media reports. 10 days for endangering somebody's life. Someone who... Now, that's what I heard on one source, but I thought I heard something different. And somebody was saying, well, on the radio, said, did anybody die as a result? So she said that somebody else on the radio program said no. But I could have sworn I heard somebody say that there were possible deaths behind that because the 911 operator hung up on them. My thing is this: any 911 operator who hangs up on a call, especially in need, because that's the majority of the calls, you should be doing a maximum sentence of 25 years. Especially when it's gross negligence, which this specifically sounds like. Gross negligence. And when you're doing gross negligence like that, man, nah, it's time to pay a piper on that one. This bitch is only doing 10 days. Yeah, I'm gonna call her a bitch. You can't call her a bitch. Why you call that woman a bitch? You don't know. Shut up. I'm sick of that. She's a bitch. I'm sorry. A bitch. That's what she is. Okay? For those of you who want phonetically spelled instead of actually saying it out loud. But that's what she is, nevertheless. Because that could have been somebody's mama on the line, somebody's brother, somebody's sister, somebody's daddy, somebody's grandparents on the line needing help. And you sit there and flat out deny it just because you didn't have time for it. Bitch, that's your motherfucking job. Excuse my French. That's your job. How the hell you want... No. How the fuck you going to deny somebody an opportunity to get help? That's the most outrageous, dumbest thing I've ever heard. If you can't stand the heat, bitch, get the fuck out the kitchen. 10 days. I bet you that my brother, he'd been doing 20 years for the same thing. I bet anything. Why are black women who are guilty of committing crimes, because I consider this a crime, who are guilty of committing crimes, always get away with murder? Literally. There was a woman think she was in Montgomery County, Maryland. Or it didn't have PG. No, I think it was a story. There was a story happening in Charles County I know about. Or it might have been PG. And I know about one in Montgomery County, Maryland, where they killed the kids. And guess what? They didn't do 3 years. Neither one. The one story, the woman had a baby, and under mysterious circumstances died under her auspices. And I think she beat the rap. Or she did a little time, got off, had another baby, did the same thing again. Same deal. She didn't do no time. There was a woman out this way near Charles County, I think. I think it was in Charles County, if I'm not mistaken. 3-year-old baby. I don't think the baby 3 years old. Left the baby outside all night. Baby froze to death. That's where the baby daddy found him. Man. Boy, it took an army and pull my ass off that bitch. Real talk. And she got off. If they do anything, they do next to nothing. It's like when brothers do crimes, they gonna do the time. Likely. But when sisters do time for stuff like this and similar stuff, and in some cases worse, they do a lot less time. It's almost they get a pass. They keep on going, having kids, keep on killing kids, keep on doing the same cycle of bullshit all over again, and breeding. I ain't gonna say breeding. Let me retract that. Or raising kids without fathers. If you want to have a kid, this is my take on it. I'm gonna say it over and over again. If you want to have children, damn it. If you want to have children, damn it, if you want to have children, make sure you plan accordingly. I don't think any kid in this, especially in this day and age, should be without a father. And if you're not gonna have a decent father with him, or you ain't gonna be in a relationship with a decent guy before you decide to have kids, then don't be bothered with this dude. Because you are putting yourself and that child at risk. I'm serious. You are. You just are. And then and especially, and that goes for them and this kind of woman and women who continue to mess with the same type of dudes. Dusty ass, jitterbug, Junebug dudes. The same kind. No. You don't want to Urkel somebody who actually would probably eventually take care of you. No, not that kind of guy. You got to have the guy who you think is a potential athlete. And they're the ones who are always, even the ones who are athletic and actually were out here like getting them scholarships and contracts. Sometimes they treat you like shit too. You know why? Because some of them wouldn't. Look, some of them didn't have fathers in their life. That is real talk. And I'm not saying, I'm not talking out of turn about that. This is fact. No. A lot of these guys get up here, get that money. They don't know that. Buying all kind of shit and then broke the next 2 years. Happens all the time. All the time. They don't know how to manage money. Don't know how to save. They just spend like the money's gonna keep rolling and rolling, like they got an inheritance or something that just rolls in a evolving bank account that just never ends. And this is what I'm talking about building. You can't build by having, continually having kids, and then you gotta get these 3-4 jobs to take care of them all. You gotta sit down, think about what you want to do before you get involved with it, and then you build. You can't build doing that kind of stuff. I'm sorry, you cannot. If I had started having 4 or 5 kids, believe me, I wouldn't be able to do half the stuff I'm doing now. Because I wouldn't be able to afford to. I wouldn't have been able to afford to go back to school when I did 20 years ago. Because I would have had to work a second and third jobs. You know? People, the bottom line is you got to think before you act. I'm sorry, you got to think before you act. And this is a lesson learned behind this crazy bitch who decided, oh, I ain't got time for this. Well, why the fuck you got a job for then? You probably ain't want to half work no way. You know? But that's another whole story. I'm not going to even get on all that right now. But you got to think before you act, regardless of what situation you're in. You know? Who's to say everybody on the planet like the job? A lot of people don't like the job. They make good money. They don't like the job. Some people make shitty money and love the job. That's how the ball bounces sometimes. You know? And like I said, you got to have some type of decorum about yourself, man. You know, you're there to do it. See it through. You know? I mean, a lot of us got jobs we don't like, but we have to see it through because that's what we do. And we want to go ahead and maintain. We want don't like the job we're at, so we got to go look for a better job. And keep looking till you find one. In the meantime, stay the course with the job you're at. After all, it's 2018, man, and it ain't like jobs going to just pop out of the sky for you. You know? So, maintain a cool head, man, and work it out, work it through, and think before you act. Those are only two things I got to say about this lesson for today. All right, guys, this is DJ Wolf. I do have more to say about the black church. I ain't done with that yet. Now, like I said, let me put out a disclaimer right here. I don't condone any ill will towards black church. I do not. I'm saying that right up front. I do not. My opinions about what I don't personally like about what I'm dealing with the black church today. But I don't have no ill will or malice towards anybody. I really don't. Matter of fact, some of the people I love talking to are church people. That don't mean, I like everybody. But, the old saying goes, not everybody's your kind, your friend, and not everybody your friend, your kind. Even if they are. And this is just a matter of my opinion about it, my take and my experience with it. And I say again, it's just what I'm seeing. I have good friends there, and like I said, I'm not friends with everybody. I mean, it's just like any place else. It's like any place else. It's just like a business. It's just like any place else. You have people you like. You have people you don't like. That's how it be. There's just certain things I'm not feeling anymore. That's all. And maybe I may look for another church. I don't know. Right now, I'm going to hang with it. See, staying the course, hanging with it. And that's all I'm doing. Maybe it's me. But I'm going to look deeper into myself about that. I really am. I still love the Lord. I still won't deny it. I still won't deny the teachings of Jesus Christ. I think the teachings are important regardless of whether you think it's real or not. And I'm going to be honest with you. That's the way I see that. So, in any case, guys, this is DJ Wolf. Let me get out this cold, damn rain, man. And turn this heat up. It's cold. It's getting butt cold again. Boy, it seems like we never got the cold. And it's not even May yet. All right, guys, it's DJ Wolf. That's all I got to say right now. I am out.